Hello everyone, I'm live again. I really hope you can hear me because this is the first time I go live with some music in the background. So I'll just show you. I'm in the trade, by the way, but I'll talk more about that later. So I've got this in the background. It's no copyright, so I think I can use it. Yeah, I can use it, I'm sure. But I don't know if you can hear me. You check. Okay, I've just checked. I think it should be good. Yeah, so I'm in a trade right now. So I'll just show you. I'm just going to do some paper trading today. So if you're also still a beginner, you know, this is a nice moment to do some paper trades, even though it's in the evening. And the evening is not the best time to paper trade. But anyway, you know, just get some practice in. Oh, it's cool. It's working. My husband just looked at the live stream, so you can hear me. That's good. Okay, so as you can see, I am in a trade right now, and as I said, we can just do some paper trades together. And hopefully, if I have any views today, then people can just give me some feedback, give me some tips, advice. Like normally with YouTubers, it's like the YouTuber gives a lot of value to you, but I'm just leeching off your information. I'm just a leech for like advice and tips and yeah, any help that I can get. So yeah. But I'm in a trade right now. I'll just show you what I was thinking. Let me get out of the 1 minute. Oh my god. Can you see the screen? I'll make myself a bit smaller. Shoop. Actually, I can remove the RSI because I don't even look at the RSI right now. Let me remove it. Shoop. Like that, it's a bit cleaner. Let me get out of the 1 minute. You can go to the 15 minutes. I like the 15 minutes. So yes, here. Oh wow, I don't know how I drew these. Just going to clean this up a little bit. Like that. Oh yeah, that's what happened. I think I had it like this. Yes, that's how it was. Like that. And this was later. So this was this morning. I drew this trend line because I saw that here we are in a downtrend. And here I saw a higher low. And so this is the trend line that I drew this morning, and price was kind of like bouncing in between these trend lines. And I was just waiting for a breakout. Before I continue explaining, let me just see. Music is too loud, half the volume. Okay, thanks. Ooh, thanks. I think now it should be better. I didn't know I already had chats. And hello, do the music, please look at chats. Chat. Keep chat open on your screen. Okay. Wow. Yeah, okay. I changed the volume of the music. So now that the music is, I think it is good, I'll just explain like what I was thinking. So this was this morning, downtrend, little uptrend, because here I saw a higher low and price was moving in between these trend lines. And then at around like 1, price broke through this trend line. And I saw it happening, but I didn't really take action. I actually don't really know why. Yeah, I think I was looking for a bit more confirmation because it kind of went through and then, well, a little candle. But then, as you can see, we have this like really big candle at 2. So it didn't really, like, it was a fake breakout, a fake out, and price was here again. And then I think, yes, it was around 4, I saw this very big candle, a lot of buying pressure, like poof, through this downward trend line. And basically that's when I entered. So just see here, yeah, I waited for this pullback, and then this is where I entered because I expected price to go up again. And actually I did my take profit here just to be conservative. And oh my god, I just got stopped out. Oh, but I'm happy that I trailed my stop loss. So this is where I got in, and then it was going up. Here I was making around like almost 40 euros, and my take profit was at 48 euros. So I almost, like, it almost hit my take profit, but as you can see, it's going down. And maybe we're going up again, I don't know. But at least I locked 20 euros because I trailed my stop loss. Like, the higher it got, I trailed my stop loss. And now I locked 20 euros, so that's really nice. Music is still too much of it again. I can also just remove the music because right now it's so low, like the volume is so low that I can't even hear it. So now the music is it's gone. So yeah, I just got stopped out of this trade, and actually I think I can draw another trend line, like a little trend line, just a small trend line. Like this. I think it's going to break it already. I don't know, we'll see. I don't know if this already counts as a low. Or do I need to wait for price to go back up again and then it's a low that I can connect? Because right now it's still moving, you know, so I don't know where to put my trend line. Well, let me just wait for this candle to close, I guess. Or just do like this. Choop. Now I have 1, 2. I make it green. A little green trend line. Very small. Okay, so 20 euros is in the pockets. Now I'm on 764 euros. Very good. Okay, better, thank you. Hello, you are live. I sent you a message about your OBS. There's a free version, so you don't have the watermark. Oh, that's really good. Wait, did you send me a message on Discord? I think it should be on Discord. Let's see. Oh, because that would be amazing if there's a free version without the watermark. I don't see a message on Discord. If you can send it to me on Discord, that's really nice. So my Discord is the same username as my YouTube. It's called Streamlabs OBS. Is it on your phone? Because I'm filming on my phone. So I can check. No, actually I cannot check because then the camera will go away. I'll just write it down in my notes. Streamlabs OBS. Thanks for the tip. That's really good. Streamlabs. Oh, it's Streamlabs. Why did I say Dreamlabs? Streamlabs. Streamlabs OBS. Free live streaming and recording software. Oh, that's really nice. Okay, I'll just check because right now I'm using the OBS app on my phone for the camera. So otherwise I would be filming with my webcam and that's not the best quality. So, well, I'll look into it. Yes, it works on the phone. Okay, perfect. So for the next live, I will probably use that, and then hopefully we don't have this annoying watermark anymore. So thank you. That's really nice. So let me just see what happens here. Not a lot happens because it's the 15 minutes, of course. Let's just see the 1 minute, okay? I just want to see what happens. Okay, I don't think anything happens. All right. 1 hour. So for anyone who's watching, how are you? Did you do some trades today? Like, was it a good day? A bad day? I'm just curious. So right now, today, this was my only trade. I made 20 euros today. And I'm proud, I didn't lose money. So it's a good day. But I still want to work more on my time management, because if I only do like 1 trade a day, of course 1 trade a day, it's not bad if you have like a really good trade, but still I want to get in more practice. Maybe it's still going up. I don't know. We'll see what happens, because it broke this trend line, and the overall trend for gold, it's definitely like bullish. Let me just go. Where's my normal gold? Huh, normally I have these like trend lines, and now they're all gone. Well, in that case, I'm just going to draw my trend lines again for the weekly. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's a good practice, because I already drew these trend lines, but for some reason they just went away. So here I'm just connecting the lows. Choop choop, choop choop, choopy doop. I think that's good. Okay, going down. Okay, I can come in even steeper right here. Like that, I think. Wait, this. No, this was the last. Like that. And then we go to the 4 hour. To make it a bit cleaner. Choop choop. Okay. And then here, whoop. So this low was on May 15th, and then I can draw this one. Okay. And then on the 1 hour, just going to clean this up. Right there. Well, let me just remove this just for now, so I can make some pretty trend lines. Hoopla. Okay. Yeah, I think this is good. Wow. Oh, I'm going to clean it up. Choop choop. Boop. And as you can see, this was, this afternoon. It broke through, but it was a fake out. And it went up again, like poof. I'm not sure what is making your video connection lag, but try to use a LAN cable to your PC instead of using Wi-Fi. Yeah, that's the weird thing. When we use the Ethernet cable, the Wi-Fi, like we did the speed test, it's even slower. It's really weird. There's no lag on her PC for me, true, but if she uses the cable on her PC, then the phone will have more bandwidth of the Wi-Fi, is my thought, thus maybe improving the video lag. There isn't a fake out here. Oh, to Lebas, yeah, I remember you. Do you remember me? I told you before not to use only technical analysis, learn about economic and geopolitical events, what really moves the market. Yes, I want to, because I listened while I was doing like washing the dishes. I listened to Bloomberg Financial, like the live, and some of the things I understood, but some of the things it was also like they were talking another language to me, because I didn't really like understand what exactly they were talking about. I didn't really grasp the logic. I still want to understand financial news a bit better. But it's just that with my time management, at the end of the day, I'm just looking at the charts and I want to practice some trades with this trendline strategy. Then, and then I don't have time anymore. Like every single day I tell myself, okay, look a bit at the financial news, but it always kind of slips through. So I still want to do that. But yeah, you are right, Par. My video quality, like my video connection, it's pretty much always like really slow. And I don't know why. Because our Wi-Fi should be pretty good. But apparently, because if it's the Wi-Fi, then my screen, you see my screen, it's pretty like it doesn't lag at all. It's just my video. So maybe it's the cable of my phone. Maybe that's the thing, I don't know. It's also when I try to upload pictures from my phone to my computer, it just connects and deconnects, and I think it's the cable of my phone. I have to say it is enjoyable to see a new trader find her way. Don't take this the bad way, but I'm waiting for the date that we will read I blew my account. It will happen one day. Well, I hope not. And my biggest goal is to not blow my account. But we'll see, because of course you have the tuition fee that every trader has to pay to the market. But we'll see. I kind of like to, that's why I'm paper trading, to make hopefully most of my mistakes with fake money, and then I treat it as if it's my real money, and then when it's real money, then I feel a bit more prepared and hopefully don't blow my accounts. And that also comes with risk management, of course. I think that's the most important thing. It's also what someone in my comments said, just risk 1% of your account. And I've heard that before, I've read it in books as well, like only risk 1, 2, 3%. But, that's a bit difficult because I'm only trading with 500 euros. So that's already like 500 euros is just, I just took a small part from my savings account, 500 euros. That's the money I'm willing to use as a beginner for trading, when I go live, of course. And then if you take 1% of 500 euros, that's just 5 euros. So if I do my stop loss for every trade on 5 euros, I'm going to get stopped out pretty much every time, I think. And I don't think that that's a good plan for me, especially if you use leverage, because then it goes really fast. Great, yes, it's hard what you try for the first time, but stick with it. You will always lose if you use only technical analysis. Sorry for the hard truth. No, it's really good. It's really good. So, yeah, it's like I said, I want to know a bit more about the context of the industry that I'm working in. Of course, that's always good to know. I saw a podcast on Words of Wisdom. I think her name is Linda Raschke. She's like one of the best traders apparently, and she said that trading is like almost only like technical analysis, and that you don't need to read the news, etc., and that it's all just technical. Well, I think, yeah, it doesn't hurt to know about the context and the news. You have so much to try and experience: revenge trading, unexpected movements, trying different strategies, new indicators, so much fun stuff. Yes. Yeah, you don't need to know the news. Yeah, there are some traders, or I think many traders, who just focus on the technicals. And of course, like one thing, I think this Friday I heard somewhere that Friday there's something really important coming out, also for gold. Is it something with the jobs? I'm not sure. I heard something about like Friday. We are all. I think it was on an app. It's just smoke screens. NFP. What is NFP, Amir? NFP. It's NFP. Non-farm payroll. See, I don't know those concepts. Like, I don't know those terms at all. Non-farm payroll. I knew it was something like with the jobs in the USA, I think. But what do you guys think about like only risking 1% of your account? Because that's one thing, like I keep reading it everywhere, like to have good risk management, you should only risk like 1%, 1% to 3% max of your account. And for me, like 500 euros, 1% of that, it's only 5 euros. So I'm afraid that if I do like that, I'm going to be stopped out immediately. Did you read my message on your Freckle Insta account? Happy to chat about that. Oh, I heard the person saying you don't need to know news. That's bad advice. News is so important. Don't trade news. Yeah, that's something I've heard from multiple subscribers now. Like, if there's a day where there's a lot of news coming out, then on Forex Factory it's a red day and I shouldn't trade on a red day. So that's something I'm looking at. But actually, like, watching and reading the news, I don't know, man. I don't really find the time for that during the day. Believe me, all podcasts all try to speak ground information about trading. They all liars. A part of them scammers, influencers, and the second part is a group that work for the system. But what is she called? I think Linda Raschke, right? She was on the podcast. Linda Raschke? Yes, it's Linda Raschke. She is in the top 10 richest Forex traders in the world. and she's got a lot of experience. So that's just something that she said, like, I'm there. Oh my god. You can trade red days, just don't trade within the 5 minutes. Okay, cool. Just remember that NFP is the biggest monthly news. It is reoccurring and will stop you out most of the time. So the lesson is be aware of big news. So you do not enter a new trade just before. Okay, that's good advice. Amer, get the hell out of here. You are the scammer. Well, things are getting heated in the chats now. Oh, I'm so happy that I trailed my stop loss. Because otherwise, right here, I think I'm in €5 profits or something like that. And I actually locked the €20. Also, I noticed that my leverage on TradingView, it was 50-1. And apparently here in Europe, you cannot trade Forex as a retail trader with a leverage of 50-1. That's way too high. That's only for the pro traders. So you need to have an account of a minimum like €500,000. And you need to be a professional trader to be able to have that amount of leverage. And I'm not a professional trader. So I actually changed my leverage on TradingView to 25-1, which is still higher than... Oh, no. In Europe, the max is 30-1, like 30 times leverage. So now my profits and losses will be a bit more realistic because it's not times 30. Oh no, it's not times 50, it's times 25. So the big trade, for me it was a really big trade of €160. That was with 50 leverage. So normally in real life, here in Europe, I wouldn't be able to make that amount on such a trade with just €500. Yeah, she is rich because that's all about 95% people lose their money, 5% win, 3% likely that Linda or whatever influencers, and 2% intelligent people. Okay, bar, I use IC markets and I can use up to 1 to 500 leverage. You can also use this as you are... What? 1 to 500? I think I'd be afraid to use that. No, oh my god. That's crazy, because I noticed when my leverage was on 50, the stop losses that I put on the other side of the trend line, it was like 60 or 80 euros that I was risking for a trade of like 100, and it's crazy. And if you have like a leverage of 500, I mean, you can win a lot more, but your stop loss also needs to be, or it needs to be very tight, or you just risk a lot of money. Wow. I mean, IC trading, I never heard of that. I trade Forex, Euro, USD. Yeah, that's right. The standard leverage is 1 to 500 for Forex. That's crazy. I didn't know that because I asked ChatGPT. And I asked ChatGPT, is it possible here in Europe, because we live in France. I don't live in the Netherlands. I'm Dutch, but we live in France. And I asked ChatGPT, is it possible in France to have a leverage of 50? Just to see, like, what I do on TradingView, is it actually possible with real money? And ChatGPT said, no, you can only do up to 30. And he listed me all the brokers, interactive brokers. I'm already on interactive brokers. And they're like the max is 30. So So yeah, according to ChatGPT here in France and in Europe in general, it said like in Europe the max is 30, but apparently you guys are doing 500. So I think ChatGPT was wrong, because wow, 500, that's a lot. All brokers need influencers, some people with good image who can speak well, and full people with garbage knowledge. Yeah, of course, brokers, they make money also from new traders who lose. I think they make money of it, of course. So the more people, and of course 90% of traders, they fail, but it's still, it makes them money. Yeah, it's true. You can use it or not, it's up to you. It doesn't matter where you live, it's about the broker. Ah yeah, that's true, because I can also go to an American broker if they accept European traders. That has more leverage, for example. But I see trading. That's a broker where it's possible. I'll just look it up. I see trading broker. Of course, when I'm starting like at the beginning, I don't know how you guys did it at the beginning, but I don't think you started with 500 leverage. Like, how did you do it? Did you also start small like me, like with 500 euros? Or did you just have a lot of money in your account and you traded with that? And with the leverage, did you start with leverage right away? Because I want to start with leverage, because otherwise with my 500 euros, the profits are not going to be really like significant with just 500 euros without leverage. But I also don't want to overdo it at the beginning, because I'm still a beginner, and more leverage also means more risk. I see trading, yeah, I see it. CFD, trade CFDs with confidence. Okay, that's cool. Here in Australia, it's also 30 to 1. I think ChatGPT is telling you the USA rules. They are limited to 130. Okay, that's possible. I tell you twice, learn what drives the market. Maybe you will not see me again in your comment. Every month I try to wake up some new traders just to be blessed from God. Okay, thanks to Labas. Thank you. You follow only support, resistance and trendline. Hi. Yes, so that's the strategy that I'm focusing on right now. At first I went the smart money concepts route, and I actually wanted to study ICT, but then one of my subscribers showed me the screenshots of him trading the trend lines and support and resistance, and I really liked it. So right now I'm just focusing on this, and then maybe later I'm going into smart money concepts, but you know, if it works, it works. And I really like it so far. So hello Trader Freckle, how are you? Husband and baby hope good? Yes, baby is having a really nice sleep. Husband is also really good. He's also going to trade a lot more now. So at first he inspired me to trade. And now that I'm learning this strategy and like really being consistent, now he's getting back at it as well. So that's really nice. I hope you are good as well, by the way. Did you do some trades? I'm just curious, like, did you guys do some trades? Was the good day? How are you? Wow, guys, here in South Africa, our leverage go from 2,000 1 to what? Oh my god, no way. Can you just imagine with what? That's crazy. 1 to 2,000, and that's not just for the professional traders, that's for retail traders. What? I don't use 1 to 500 leverage. I use lower. You can select whatever you want to use. Yeah, I know. But it's nice to have a broker that doesn't really have a limit. So if you feel really, really confident, then I guess you can do it. But still, 500, to me, it sounds really intimidating. I'm also curious, does Tori Trades, does she use leverage? I haven't really heard her talk about it, but she has some pretty big trades, like in the multiple 100,000s she puts in the trade, and then poor. Start with $50. Wait, MB, you started with $50. Wow, and then with a lot of leverage, or do you mean like start with $50? Like just start trading with $50? I started with prop firm because I just had $100. So prop firm, I still need to learn more about it, but that's when you get funded, right? That's when you do a test to show them that you know what you're doing, and then you get funded. You get an account with their money, and then you take a percentage of what you make. Is that how it works? But that's cool that you started with prop firm, because like when you're a beginner, it's I think you need to do a test, right, to show that you kind of know how to make money trading. So that's pretty cool that you got a funded account right away. For practice and 0.01 lots. Yeah, see, that's something that at the beginning when I started learning about Forex, you know, in the basic knowledge that you learn about it is the micro lots, mini lots, is that the same? Standard lots, and then the big lots. And I don't really understand, like, how do you use them? Because me, when I do an order in, for example, Euro USD, and oh, I can draw a trend line right here. Let me just do that. But if I do an order in Euro USD, then I don't fill in like how many lots I want. I just do like my margin. I say 500 euros margin, and then that's it. And I hear about like lot calculator. Like, when do you use lots? What do you use lots for? And then with gold, it's units, I think. Well, why do people talk about units? Like, why is it not just that amount of money? Like, I just have 500 euros in gold. Or is it just another way of looking at it? Because I don't really have an idea, like 0.01 lots, how much that would be. Okay, what is your balance from the 500? What do you mean with that, Wardy? Because I started with an account balance of 500 on my paper trading account, because I'm still paper trading. And right now my account balance is 764. It's really cool. By the way, I had to reset my account because I had to reset the leverage from 50 to 25 to make it a bit more realistic for me. But I started originally, you can watch back like my lives. I started with 500. Then I made two profits, like two profitable trades. Then I made a lot of unprofitable ones. I was down like until 460, and now I'm on 764. So my last few trades, they were really good. I'm really proud of them. So now I'm on this for my account balance. You're only trading gold, no Bitcoin. Well, I have Bitcoin in my watch list. But yeah, for now, all the trades that I did, they just were on gold. Like, I don't know if it's... I think it's just a coincidence, and maybe it's because I have gold open pretty much all the time. And maybe also like something psychological, because my last profitable trades, they were in gold. So I kind of, yeah, I'm excited to look at the chart of gold. But I also have Bitcoin in my watch list, you see, right here. But I still need to draw my trend lines. I don't know, Bitcoin is also... Is it more volatile than gold? What would you guys say? Like, is Bitcoin more beginner friendly or gold? I'd say gold, just because it sounds a bit more stable, because it's gold and it's old. And Bitcoin is so new and modern. I don't know, that's just what goes on in my mind. I also have, what else do I have on my watch list? I have gold, silver, because one of my subscribers said silver is better for beginners. Yeah, so that's why I have silver. I also have Euro USD and Great British Pound USD. US 30, because I hear a lot of people talk about the US 30. Also the Nasdaq 100. There are a lot of people who are day trading the Nasdaq 100. And Bitcoin. There it is. And the S&P 500. And then there are stocks, but I don't really look at the stocks. How does one get to live in South Africa? How do you mean? How does one get to live in South Africa? They live in South Africa. But it's a good question. Then I told you what next. IC markets 1.500, 0.02 lots upwards, demo account. IC markets 1.500. I don't really know what you're talking about, MB. The 1.500, 0.02 lots upwards. I don't understand. We're in South Africa. Yeah, when I started with prop firm, I wasn't a beginner. I was demo trading. I mean, in the beginning. Oh, that's cool. So first you started with paper trading, and then you got the experience, and then you started right away with prop firm. That's cool. It is easy with lots. One lot is 100,000 US dollar. Gold is going to 3,436. $3,400. Why do you think that, Amer? 3,436. Oh wait, wow, that's a big jump. And why do you think that? Just going to zoom out. Because yes, it's going up and up and up and up. So I wouldn't be surprised. And I'm just curious, like, why you think it's going here? Just for me also to see like what I need to be looking at. But I think you can be right, because it's going up and up and up and up pretty quickly. Oh, so you are paper trading. Sorry, I thought you were trading in a real account. I send a message to your Insta account, same username as here. Yeah, that's true. But I'm filming on my phone, so I cannot go to Instagram, but I'll do it after this live. There's really no good advice to say this is the best for a beginner. No, but there are some that are just really, really volatile or just don't really follow patterns, I think. But I think in gold, Euro USD, silver, Bitcoin even, I think you're always good because there are a lot of people trading it. I think when you go like to the very exotic, not stocks, but exotic pairs, that's not really good for beginners, I think. It depends on what fits your strategy the best, and that depends on yourself. So you have to try them all before you know which one is good for you. That's just my take. Yeah, that's a really good take. Yes. So I think that's also why I'm not doing like all these at once right now. I'm just getting to know gold a bit more, and like right now I like gold. But I'm also going to play around a bit with the trend lines on these other things, just to see what fits me the best. Of course, that's why I'm paper trading, just to see what works, what doesn't work. And B is talking about leverage. Let me just go back to 1 to 500 leverage. 0.02 lots upwards. That's something I don't understand, the 0.02 lots upwards. IC markets is 1 to 500 leverage. Wow, yeah, that's a lot. DXY go down, gold go up. I make it simple so you understand what I mean. Thank you, Tulabas. DXY. What is DXY? Oh yay. DXY. Maybe I can find it like this. Oh, it's just the US dollar index. Yeah, I've read that somewhere as well. Like, if the US economy is going well, then gold goes down. The value of gold goes down. And if the economy is not doing well, the US economy, then gold goes up. Huh. And yes, it is going down since January, like going down, and gold. Oh, that's interesting. Wow. Oh, thanks for that tip. That's really good. BTC, Bitcoin, is super volatile and lots of stop loss hunting during the US season. But you make lots of money if you catch it. Ah, okay. And what is the US season? Or, oh, maybe the US session? Like the New York session? Yeah, I think that's why I haven't done Bitcoin yet, because I just heard that it's really volatile and it just goes like poof, 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 really fast. How's it, Freckle Pips? First time joining you on stream from South Africa. Wow, that's really cool. Well, I'm good. You too? In South Africa, what is the time right there? Let's see. South Africa time. Oh, it's the same. Oh wow, it's the same. It's exactly the same as here. 9:30. It sounds so far away, right? South Africa, but actually it's not that far away, I guess. Are you live streaming this time every day? And why this time and not London session or New York session? Well, ideally, I want to trade, I want to do like live trades during the London and New York session, because right now it's the evening and not a lot happens in the evening. But I just, I have a baby, and it's really difficult to plan like one time that I go live every single day, because I don't really want to be live when she's awake, because then I just want to play with her and just read and, do nice things with her instead of looking at my screen. And then when she naps, then I can go live, but it's not every day is the same time that she naps. You know what I mean? So, and also like the naps, they are not always like 1 hour. Sometimes it's just 20 minutes, and then she wakes up. So it's always a bit difficult for me to time my lives. So in an ideal world, I want to be able to say like every day I am live at this exact time. And ideally during the New York session and the London session, but it's a bit difficult. So maybe I'll get there with the right time management and when she gets more into her routine, and me too. But for now, it's still a bit chaotic. So it's often in the evening that I go live. But I want to work more on like a good schedule, Also for me to have some good trading possibilities, like good trading environment in the good session, where the most, how do you say that? The most opportunities are, because in the evening there's not really a lot happening. This is an example for today that shows you how strong when you trade with data, not with technical. Note, technical is good when you know what you should know from data. Yeah, that's really good, because then you have a little bit more context, even if it's just like the value of the US dollar and also the economy. You're right. You're right with that. Yep. Tori trades mostly platinum because it's such a good match with trend lines, and she fails with Bitcoin or Ethereum because it's less trend liney than platinum. Yeah, I've heard that as well, because I saw that one time she wanted to go into Ethereum because one of her trend lines broke, and at first she was in profit, but then it went down, and yeah, I've heard that as well. I also have platinum in my watch list. Where is it? Where's my platinum? Oh, here. Okay, I've drawn a little bit of trend lines, but not a lot. I don't know, what are these trend lines? I think I drew them on my phone. That's why they are so weird. Let me go back to the chat. I noticed that Amer Delavati posts nonsense here every time. I don't understand people like this who don't know the basics but still try to teach others and stir up conflict. Just ignore him. Well, he did say some things that are really, really interesting, and that helped me a lot. And some traders just don't do news, and if it works, then it works. For me right now, I haven't really looked at the news, but I can see why the context is, like, knowing the context is good. So this live stream, it's more like getting some bits of advice from everyone, and everyone trades in a different way, but I can just take some bits of everyone, and of course I'm not taking everything like, oh my god, yes, okay, that's true, I'm going to do that. Okay, I'm not going to use news because she said so. No, I'm still interested in learning a bit more about the context as well. But it's also interesting to see how like you all trade differently, but hopefully you're all profitable. I hope for you. And everyone has a different method to be profitable. It's not a tips or whatever, you said it's secrets. Just focus with what I said to you and you see magic. Go up and read carefully what I said to you. Less chance if you know real knowledge. No, I know what you said, Tulebas. This is an example for today that shows you how strong when you trade with data. Oh yeah, you already said that. Technical is good when you know what you should know from data. It's just an extra confirmation. Do you know anything about pullback trading? Yeah, I think because right now all the trades that I've done, they were breakout trading. And I think, in my beginner mind, what I think pullback trading is you wait for the pullback, or maybe you trade the pullback. So you basically go against the trend. So it's either wait for the pullback and then go in, so you do the bounce. That could be it, I think. Or you mean like pullback trading, like you trade the pullback. Because right now it's here, and maybe that's what you're telling me, like you want to trade this, like short. That always feels a bit weird, to short in such an uptrend. But of course it's like, it's kind of working, but also not. What if here you thought, okay, now we're going to have a pullback, and then you do a short, and then, oh no, we're going up, oh no, okay, never mind, and you get stopped out. I don't know, pullback trading, it sounds scary to me. Congratulations to you and your hubby on having the baby. Thank you. It's the best thing in life. I love it. Didn't learn ICT, IMO, 15 minutes orb strategy, support/resistance, key levels on each time frame. Good luck, trade key level to key level. Trend is your friend. Yes, that's kind of like with the trend line strategy. I want to go with the trend, not against it. And DNT learn ICT. Maybe it's too much. I don't know if you're American or just English, because I don't know the abbreviations. DNT. Learn oh, maybe DNT is do not learn ICT. IMO. Weet jij wat dat is? IMO?
My opinion.
In my opinion. Wow. Don't learn ICT, in my opinion. 15 minutes orb strategy, support resistance, key levels on each time frame. Okay. Yes, everyone trades differently, but that guy, Amr Delawati, is just a narcissist. Flame here. After you trade enough, you will know how bullshit he is. I'm just reading back like what he said. I don't think it's that crazy. No. Keep it basic. I also use trend lines. Oh, that's nice. So you do trend lines, support and resistance, and key levels. Key levels is places like support and resistance, right? That's key levels. Yeah, it's nice to not overcomplicate things. And for me, when I started watching the ICT mentorships, oh my god, it was a bit complicated for me as a beginner. I think for a lot of beginners, ICT, to start with ICT, it's a bit, how do you say that? Oh, my English brain is shutting off right now. I'm getting tired. And then my English brain is just, boom. It's a bit intimidating. That's what I wanted to say. ICT is intimidating. And you know, if trend lines work, then they work. And that's good. And I'm happy. For me, like not a very financial person, not a very I can be analytical, but I've never been really good at maths. Never really been good at charts. And now I'm working with charts. But you know, if I can keep it simple, not easy, but simple, then I'm happy. Exactly, ICT also did that to me. Yeah. LL, sounds like you are the scammer in here. Ooh, ooh. 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 Okay. Well, anyway, I'm getting really warm here. It's not because it's getting hot in the chat. No, just kidding. It's normal. But also this light. It's really hot. This light. I'm using a softbox to make it a bit more professional. But it's really hot. Oh my god. So I think this was the trading day. I made 20 euros. It was a good trading day. I didn't do any trades on live. I need to work on that. But, you know, it was nice talking with you guys in the chat. And right now I am going to finish my tea. You are also sleepy. Sleepy. Me too. I'm so sleepy I can barely talk. Yeah, good night. Good night. But ICT founder Michael G. Huddleston cannot even do live trading. He traded once on live. Yeah, I saw it in one of... I've seen all these like videos about him, especially from Iman Trading. I think he makes these compilations about just the bullshit that ICT says, and that kind of did it for me. Yeah. I'm sorry for the ICT fans, but I saw the live stream as well, and it was really sad. But anyway, last chat. I spent years learning trends and candles, lost so much money. Then I started learning relationships between candles. I finished my script 10 days ago. I've had 43 winning trades since. Wow. And what do you mean with script? I finished my script 10 days ago. I think that's just something that I don't know yet, scripts. But that's really good. 43 winning trades. That's really good. Okay, anyway, I am going to bed. It is almost 10 p.m. I'm getting sleepy. My brain is turning off. And, the messages keep coming. But it's really nice. I really like it. What you think about my knowledge, you check by yourself. Maybe you will not see me here again. You skip so much knowledge. No, I'm not. I'm reading everything and I'm reflecting on it, and it's really good, like the advice that you give me. So thank you. It's really good. Well done, Wardidos. Well done, Wardidos. Yeah, well done. Yeah. Which bullshit you're talking about? Forgive, but what do you trade? Yeah, LL, I'm also not really sure what the bullshit is. Good luck. Thank you, LL. Scripts are lines of code of a strategy that you can implement on TradingView via strategy editor that trades for you. Oh, I've heard about that. Yes, I've heard about it. Oh, but that's really cool. Wow. It's also really cool that you coded it. That's really nice. So then you don't have to look at the charts every single time. It's just, it does the trades when the setup is there. That's really cool. Yes, scripts give us an opportunity to learn from the past and make decisions. Okay. Bullshit about someone's scammer. Okay. No, you skip what I told you to do. You do just 5%. I tell you to go in chart and do some work. I told it up, but you don't see it as always. You miss second chance. So good luck, all the best. Yeah, Tulabas, I'm reading every single chat. But really, I didn't see your message. So I'm sorry for that. All the best to you too. And thank you for the advice. But market conditions change as well, like Trump's tariffs. Yeah, they change all the time. Okay, anyway, I am getting a bit like toasted in front of this lamp. He said that all the podcast is scam. Well, sounds he finds difficulty to sell his course. No, I think that was Tulebus who said that all the people on podcasts are scammers. Right? Wasn't it? Well, then we have to go back like all the way up in the chat. And you call me a scammer, lol. Well, you can fight it out in the comments. But I'm going to sleep, and it was really nice. Thank you so much, everyone, for being like in the chat, giving me advice. I really appreciate it. I really like this chat. So thank you, and I will see you tomorrow. And have a good night, everyone. Good night, sleep tight. Bye-bye. Okay, ciao, ciao.